Hey guys, it's Izzy from Endless RVing, the channel that brings you the best in RV DIYs, product reviews, RV tours, and much, much more. In today's Tuesday's tips, we'll be installing the Haloview CA109. This is a license plate camera, wireless. You're not going to want to miss it. Guys, so let's get right into it. This is the CA109 by Haloview. It is a license plate camera. It can be used as a rear view camera. In our case, we're going to be using it as a front camera, and it's going to be the last part of the Haloview camera system that we have installed on our motorhome. If you haven't checked out the other videos, we have installation videos on a rear view camera as well as 2 marker cameras, and Haloview has been kind enough to send us the last piece of this, and it's all going to integrate into one system to give us a 360-degree view of the exterior of our motorhome. This camera is a 720p camera. It's a simple 2-wire hookup. It's going to run in a volt range from 10 volts up to 32 volts. And how we are going to hook this up, okay? I'm going to tap into my LED marker lights. So when I turn my lights on, it's going to activate the marker lights and it's going to give power to this. In turn, this is then going to transmit the signal to the 7-inch screen that I have inside, allowing me to see as close as I can, really right up to the bumper with this camera, okay? So check it out. We'll install it. It's going to be a really easy install. So this is what you're going to need to do the job. You're going to need a multimeter, and again, if you've watched our previous videos, you know that this thing is pretty important. These are relatively cheap. You can get them on Amazon, but you're going to need this so you can test what is going to be your power wire, okay? You're going to need some zip ties just to tidy up the cabling once you're done. You're going to need 10 or 12 gauge red wire, 10 or 12 gauge black wire. And then I'm just going to be using some standard wire connectors to splice the wires together, and then a wire cutter and some electrical black tape. So when everything is done, you want to tape everything up nice and tight so it stays secured when you're going down the road. So I'm going to be tapping into the LED marker lights. It's 2 wires on there. It's going to be a white wire and a black wire. Now, please keep in mind, guys, this is going to be subject to what rig you have. You may have different color wires. On this rig, the black wire is the hot, okay? So that's where I'm going to connect my red wiring to, okay? The white wire is where I'm going to connect my black wire to, okay? Once those 2 are connected, I test. I'm going to turn the lights on, test, make sure there's 12 volts going with the multimeter. Once I find that out, which I've already told you which wires are which, I'm going to splice them together using the caps, and then I'm going to run those wires to the end of the power cable that came with the video camera. That's going to allow me to get power to that cable, and then I'm going to connect to the video camera. So we're going to show you exactly how that's done. Okay, everything has been tested. I know I have 12 volts coming to the camera because I tested it with the multimeter. So final step, right? You're going to make sure all your wires are nice and tidied up and you have the electrical tape around them. I'm actually going to run some loom over the wires. So what I'm going to do is just install the camera. So I'm going to put the plate on, right? Before I do that, I don't know, can you get down here? You can see that I ran the power cable right through like this honeycomb, okay? And then the cable is actually zip tied to the honeycomb, all right? So this is sticking out right here. This is what's going to power the camera. All right, so we got our camera here, okay? You're going to want to put it, there's like a shade over here, you see? I don't know if you can see that. That's going to go, that's the top part, okay? So we got it lined up. And then you're going to want to use, they have like these special license plate nuts that you can't get out without like a special Allen key. So you're going to want to use that so somebody doesn't jack your camera. Because, you know, even though it's not that expensive, I think they're around 80 bucks, you still don't want to give somebody the opportunity to just walk away with your camera. So if you see, I'll show you this quickly. Let me just thread these in. If you see the Allen key, it kind of has like a groove in it. And if you can get that bolt here, I don't know if you can see it, but if you see that bolt, it has like the little, it's like almost like a little nail coming out of the center, okay? You need this special Allen key, and not that you can't get this in an auto parts store, but it's not something as easy as like a screwdriver that you can just pull out and walk away with the camera, right? At least it'll take a little bit of effort. So let's secure this down. It's nice and tight. You don't want to tighten it too much because this is just a fiberglass bumper. So you don't want to like crank it down too much. And then once I got that nice and secure there, now I know people are going to say, oh, you're covering your plate, oh, you're going to take it, blah, 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 whatever. Okay, I'll deal with that if I have to. Then once this is on here, I'm just going to finish making the connection. All right, it simply just plugs in and kind of screws on. And then I'll just run it that way. It's fine. Or I could run it through the back. However, I'm just going to run it like that. If I don't like it, I can kind of run it around the side, but we're just doing it for demonstration purposes only. So the next and final step is I'm going to turn my power on to the lights. That's going to give it power. And then there's actually, you're going to have to pair this, right? So there's a button under here, and you're probably not going to get it, but trust me, there's a button right here, okay? You're going to push that button and pair. On the screen inside, there's a pairing mode. So it's going to be kind of a two-person job, right? You're going to hit pairing on the screen inside. Okay, once that pairs, it goes into pairing mode, somebody on the outside is going to push this button until it clicks. And then the screen inside is going to actually pick up the camera, and it should work. All right, so we're going to try that. I'll show you how to do it, and then hopefully it works. And guys, this is what the picture looks like. You can see that there's a clear shot in front of the home, and there is the screen. You can see how we have to pull out into the woods. So guys, the pairing worked fine. The picture is gorgeous. You could see, what we got to drive out of when we get out of here. But we're going to do a final video once it's warmer and we're outside of how this whole video, all 4 cameras are integrating themselves to one screen. And the good thing is that they record, right? So anytime if we're inside, I could just flip the light on and all those cameras are going to light up and we can see everything, and they have night vision in them too. So that's how the final camera looked. You can see I actually I ran the wire behind, so it's nice and clean. I think it looks pretty cool. Thank you to Haloview for sending us these cameras for free. So guys, that's it. The whole installation is probably a half hour or so, and the majority of that is finding where you're going to get the power from, as well as tapping into that power and just tidying everything up. Okay, so if you like the video, guys, we invite you to hit the subscribe button below. Also, you're going to want to hit the thumbs up and share and hit the notification bell. Okay, we were going to put the link to the Amazon affiliate link for that camera if you want to get it. And also we'll be putting at the end the installation to our other cameras, including the rear view camera and the 2 side marker cameras. So hope you enjoyed the video. From myself and MJ, who's on the camera, we thank you guys, and we'll see you on the road.